Hello and welcome to another month of the Single Cask Club. As always, hello to our existing members and hello to a few new members as well that we have this month as always. Pulling my brakes up. Good luck. This month we've got the hotly anticipated release of the Hirach as dram number 1 from the Isle of Harris. All flew off the shelf, but I thought it was important to get a bottle open and set out some drams. So if you didn't get a bottle or whatnot, you know what it tasted like. So yeah. Dram number 1 this month and dram number 2, as you see, is a hell of a colour, and we shall get on to what that is. So, how this works, dram number 1 is dram number 1, dram number 2 is dram number 2. So this is dram number 1, so this is the Hirach from the Isle of Harris. So this uses Harris peat, cut from Harris. It's got that very classic West Coast style peatiness from it. It uses Scottish concerto barley, and there's a 4 cask kind of build up that goes into this. So there's a 21% Heaven Hill, 64% Buffalo Trace, 11% Oloroso sherry, and 4% Fino sherry in Fino sherry in there as well. So this is at a peating level of 13.8 ppm, and they say this is a minimum of 5 years old. So they have been distilling since 2015. So there might be some older stuff within this as well, but it's at least a minimum of 5 years old. So with the Harris, the inaugural release, there were 8 batches of it. Quite wild, the numbers that went into it all. 8 batches of it, and there was between 12 and 13,000 bottles per batch. So it was pretty hefty release, 97 and a bit thousand bottles that were released globally into over about 90 different countries. So an amazing release, but really just what's going on in Scotch whisky at the moment is just incredible. So the success of that release really screams that. But yeah, to the whisky. So first of all, on the nose, as you'd imagine, it's that real classic West Coast kind of style. It's proper kind of tarred harbour ropes. It's got a real, almost like nuttiness to it. But the lead characteristic for it is that like really glorious Hirach kind of style peat. There's a bit of sweetness behind it. I think that touch of Oloroso and Fino really comes through, but then that sweet bourbon that you're getting from those Buffalo Trace casks is very much there as well. But we'll give it a try. Cheers. It's just as you imagine. It's that rolling peat start first of all, then you get a real kind of meaty centre to it. This is at 46%, yeah. So you get a bit of warmth to it, but I think it's so well balanced with the sweetness and the smoke through it that it just actually comes across really well. The length on it's great, as you'd imagine. It's almost kind of candied, that sweetness first of all, becoming very vanilla-y, matched straight away with that Harris peat, and then it's just rolling on to give you a bit more kind of savoury notes, almost a touch of herbaceous character to it, and then straight back into kind of lovely, soft vanilla-y sweetness as well. So that's dram number 1 for this month, the Hirach. So hope you enjoy that. Hope everyone got a bottle that wanted a bottle as well. Yeah, and we'll see you for dram number 2. So, continuing with the island theme, I thought this month, going with something from Harris, I'd use something else from the islands as well, try and give some familiarity through it. And for lots of you, I'm sure you all be well aware now with the Carnmore range, this is from Morrison Distillers down in Perth. And this is a Whitlaw, which essentially is a Highland Park bottled under an independent bottler. So this is from an Oloroso sherry puncheon. I think we've used 2 of them here. This is bottled as a 10-year-old, 47.5%, as with all of the Carnmore Strictly Limited range. But when I saw this on their release, saw the colour of it, got into their tasting notes, I thought, crikey, that's going to be something. Bottles came to the shop, opened one up, and I thought, yep, that's absolutely it. So, on the nose, just bags of dark chocolate. It's hazelnutty, kind of praline-ish, but obviously bags of that sherry. Got all those classic sherry flavours in there as well. We'll have a taste. It's got orange peel, sea salt, almost a touch of, actually just in the middle there, a touch of kind of fennel seed savouriness. And then it's just mocha. It's got that very gentle style of Orcadian style peat that we get through this as well. Soft, floral, very, very gentle. It's all that kind of sphagnum moss that the peat's made from there. But an overriding, just a sherry bomb that's matched with this lovely savoury style of peat. I was saying that fennel note. Yeah, straight in. It's got orange peel straight away, soft spice rolling across the tongue, and this kind of biting sea salty rolling into mocha with that very slight wood smoke at the end of it, and then just this long drawn out dried candied apricot kind of style finish. Absolutely fantastic. So those are our 2 drams for this month. Don't forget to follow the code to give you your 10% off if you like any of these. It's not just these whiskies as well, it's 10% off, 10% off all whiskies as well in the shop. So that was the Carnmore Whitlaw Bay. Whitlaw, it's not Whitlaw Bay, sorry. So yeah, enjoy them, and we shall see you next month. Toodaloo.